All right, guys, let's talk about what would happen if you have something that is less than a whole. All right, so I want you to focus right here on this picture now. We have 4 pieces right here, which means that each of them are in fourths. But they don't want us to focus on all 4 pieces. They don't want the whole thing. They only want us to focus on those 3/4. So that is our focus. But they have decided to chop it up even more. How much is this one section worth? It would be worth 1/4. And then what about this? They've done this section a little differently. This section right here is 2/4. So when they put that all back together, they're going to put it together. What do they end up with? They end up with 3/4. Okay, now I know that this particular picture did it this way, but we could have done it a different way. What if we said, yes, we know we have 3/4. And let's decompose, let's break this apart. We could have said that that is the same thing as 1/4 and 1/4 and 1/4. So there's more than one way to do this one. Let's actually move to the one right below it. Let's move to the one that has thirds. And the reason I know it has thirds is because we have 1, 2, 3 sections, which means each one of those are 1/3. But they don't care about the whole thing. They stopped right here. All right, so if they stopped right there, then they were stopping at 2/3. What I want to know is, how did we get to 2/3? Well, really the only way you could do this is doing 1/3 and then adding 1 more third. That's the only way to get there. So there's fewer possibilities, there's fewer combinations, the smaller the denominator, or the least sections you have, the least amount of possibilities. So let's go to something that's definitely more complicated. What if we go to something like this picture right here? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, which means they are in fifths. Now, they don't want us to do the whole thing. This one only wants us to focus on 4/5. Now, this one has so many ways to break it up. We know that 4/5 equals, or is the same thing as 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, and 1/5. That is definitely one way to do this. We could do it a different way. Let's see here. Let me see if I can just make it work on this screen. My pictures are getting jumbled. We could also say that 4/5 is the same thing as 2/5. Hold on. I wrote a plus sign instead of an equal sign. We could do 2/5. And then how many more would we need? We would need 2 more fifths. So there's another combination. All right, is there another way we could do this? Because I definitely think I can think of one more. I think we could say, if we still have 4/5, what if we did 3 pieces together and we said that it is 3/5 plus what else? 1 more fifth.